Welcome to the December 16th edition of Peacock Talk. I'm Jamina Sorman.
And I'm Donnie Kendall. Many Upper Iowa students are preparing to go home for the holidays later today. Many students and faculty members have different fond memories after the holiday break. Our very own Taylor Holt sat down with some faculty members to discuss their best memories of the holiday season.
Favorite Christmas carol, I think I would be Silent Night. Always like that, growing up, going to church and hearing that, and it's nice. I like that. I would say the best Christmas gift I ever received had to be in 2002. My daughter had just been born. She was born December 10th. So that was my first year. That I was married, had a child. So just having being together with my family that time, that was the big gift to me. I don't think there could be anything to compare with that. Several things involved with favorite part of Christmas. One is watching the kids open the presents, and memories of when I grew up, and memories of my parents and my sisters and opening them up. So. And my parents aren't with me any longer, but it's a time for reflection and thanks.
My favorite Christmas carol is Silent Night. The best Christmas gift I ever received was from my parents, and it was a hope chest. My favorite part about Christmas is the time we spent. There's a Christmas Eve service at my church, and we sing Silent Night, and all the church lights go down, and we're all by candlelight.
My favorite Christmas carol for sure is Jingle Bells, because I have two young daughters and we've always associated that with the holidays. I think the best Christmas gift I ever received was a puppy. I remember I was 14 years old, it was my Shih Tzu, and it was my childhood friend. My favorite part about Christmas for sure is getting together with family and eating, particularly ham. I really enjoy ham at the holidays.
My favorite Christmas carol is The Little Drummer Boy. That one's really hard. I think a better way to answer it is that one time when I was probably about 12, we took a Christmas trip to Timbuktu. I grew up in Africa, so we went on a boat and we got to ride camels and kind of live out the Christmas story. I really like the Christmas tree. The lights sparkling, particularly white lights, and there's something magical about the Christmas tree. I also like going out and getting it, like we always go get a fresh one.
My favorite Christmas carol, or I guess song, maybe more song, is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. My best Christmas gift. This is a tough one, but I think I was a sophomore in high school when I got Nintendo 64, and with it, the Zelda game, the first Zelda game for that game system, and I just remember loving that game. So that's I think my best gift. It was sort of hours of playing Zelda for the first time. I think my favorite thing about Christmas is the excitement of it, especially when you're a kid. And it's fun because this year my son is now 6 months, so it was fun being a kid and growing up and looking forward to Christmas and not being able to sleep at night. But now it's really fun thinking about him, going through the same things and kind of preparing it, like getting the tree and decorating and everything, so it'll be the same for him.
My favorite Christmas carol is In Excelsis Deo, the Gloria Hallelujah. A few years ago, my parents sponsored a trip, a Kenyan safari trip for my family and my sister's family. So not only were we able to get together for the holidays, we actually did it over the summer, but it was a Christmas present. But we were able to do it all together. It was good. We had some good times. It's probably the longest we've been together for a while. It was fun. Getting together with family, it's not so much the presents anymore, especially since my kids are older, but it's the getting together with family, doing things together, having meals together, baking cookies.
Happy holidays from all of us at KPCK-TV. Reporting live from Fayette, I'm Taylor Hoth.
Now let's send it over to Dane to see what's happening in the sports world.
Hello and welcome to the Sub-Zero version of Peacock Sports with me, Dane Gillespie. The men's basketball team has been cruising as of late. Since the last show, they have won 4 straight, which makes their win streak 6 games. And this is actually a school record for the longest win streak. They look to continue their success this weekend on Saturday at home versus Winona State and on the road on Monday at Winona State. Let's go Peacocks. Women's basketball is also starting to play well and have come close to beating some tough opponents. This last Friday, the Peacocks came up just 3 points short of upsetting Concordia St. Paul on their home court. And one reason they are playing so well is because of transfer sophomore Blair Klosterman, and she is our first Peacock profile.
Hi, I'm Blair Klosterman. I'm from Dyersville, Iowa, and I play women's basketball. I found Upper Iowa, well, one, when I was transferring, in the process of transferring this past summer, it wasn't really on my radar. I was getting calls from different coaches, and then one evening, Coach Thompson gave me a call and kind of said, like, we're interested, would you be able tonight? I kind of was like, I don't know, like, it's Fayette, small town, but then she kind of, and then I talked to my parents, and then they kind of influenced me to schedule a visit, and then right after I scheduled my visit, I knew I was going to come here. I chose Upper Iowa because of the new coaching staff, one, for my basketball, because they had a lot of experience, they know the game of basketball, they would help me out in different ways and bring my game to another level. And then the school part over other institutions, the campus, how beautiful it is, the rooms, the major, I'm majoring in criminal justice, so that was a top priority. And this, like, the major here they've done so well with, I was like, I need to come here then. It was probably around 3rd or 4th grade. I always had a basketball hoop on my driveway with my older siblings. We'd always play like pig or horse, but 3rd or 4th grade, my dad came up with like a travel team of some girls and I in my class I grew up with, and we just played on some weekends in the winter, and then I started to like it a little bit more, so then I kept on doing it. And then probably around high school I was like, well, this is a sport I want to do in college, so I put in some extra effort out of season, and then, Well, I have a twin sister, and she played all the same sports as me, so whatever she did, I always had to do to try to compare ourselves. We always try to one-up each other, and then my parents definitely, because they wanted us to be involved in so many sports, not just pick one. They always wanted us to be in as many sports as possible, to be the best all-around athlete you can try to be. It felt awesome to be, especially so late in the game when I was transferring. I was like having doubts. I was like, is anyone gonna get me? Does anyone want me? Like, do I fit anywhere on some team? And when she gave me that call, and when I came here and talked to her about coming here, it made me feel like this was the right place for me and that I needed to come here. Golf is like a sport in my family that everyone does. My mom played collegiately at Iowa. My older brother played collegiately at UNI. My older sister played collegiately at Wartburg, and now my twin sister plays collegiately at Wartburg. So, and my grandma, like, everyone does it in my family, and I'd be good at it because I practice it in my free time during the summer. I'm always at the golf course. My high school team with my sister and I, we went to state twice, won state championship twice. So there wouldn't be like, it's just a good sport to have when you're older, when you can't be going up and down the basketball floor, you have golf to go back on. Too many to choose from, but I would say probably getting to play collegiate basketball. Like at high school, you always say, okay, I want to play college basketball, I want to do this. But it doesn't become reality until you do it, and then your dreams finally come true, and then you try to work as hard as possible to not get hurt during those 4 years, because these are your last 4 years to play a sport that you love. My plan is to become a police officer in like a big city. I want to protect the community, especially what's been going on lately and like the police brutality and everything. I just want to be out there protecting our citizens.
Wrestling has started their conference schedule off strong with impressive showings against University of Mary and Minot State University. Upper Iowa recorded 4 falls against Minot State: Malik Williams, Lincoln Monroe, Zach Beditz, and Ryan Parmalee. And Ryan Parmalee is our second Peacock profile of the show.
Ryan Parmalee, Delhi, Iowa. I'm a sophomore and I play football and I wrestle. So my head high school football coach played football here at Upper Iowa. I wanted to play both sports, so we have a good football team, we have a good wrestling team, and I mean, they gave me the opportunity to play both, so I took it. And what made me choose Upper Iowa was the fact that I could play both sports with football and wrestling, and the coaches being okay with that. I mean, other schools, coaches probably wouldn't have been okay with that, and maybe not even gave me the opportunity. So that's what stood out between the different schools. Each sport complements each other with, the fact that you have to be in shape to play both sports. If you are playing football and you're not in shape, you're going to get hurt or you're just not going to succeed. And the same way in wrestling, if you're not in shape, then you're not going to do very well. My dad motivated me to start playing sports. He was a good athlete when he was in high school, and I just wanted to follow in his footsteps, and then towards the end I wanted to achieve more than what he did, so that's what I'm going for. When both coaches called me and said that it would be all right if I played football and wrestled, it was just like a kind of relieving that I knew that once I was done with football that the wrestling coaches would be glad to see me, and then when I'm done wrestling, the football coaches would be glad to see me, or that I'd be welcome back, I guess. And it's a good feeling that how well the chemistry is between both sports. If I had to play a third sport, I would probably play baseball, because in high school I played baseball and I really liked it. So I guess if I would be any good at it, I don't know. I guess in high school I was all right, but obviously not as well as a lot of the guys here playing baseball. My favorite athletic memory here at Upper Iowa would probably be last year at Nationals when I secured a All-American achievement, and then just the relief that I was going to accomplish that, and then I had to go wrestle in a couple more matches just to see where I fell. So that was probably the best at Upper Iowa so far. Most people don't know that my true love is farming. That's what I want to do when I graduate, is start my own farm, or continue farming alongside my dad and get my own farm going.
And now it's time for my Peacock shoutouts. This week they go to Lincoln Monroe and Jordan Hay. Jordan Hay had an outstanding weekend. He scored 23 on Friday against Concordia St. Paul and 11 against Mankato. He also led the way in rebounds with 6 each game. His outstanding play this weekend earned him the NSIC South Player of the Week. Lincoln Monroe was brought into the starting lineup in the last match against Minot State University for the wrestling team. In his conference match, Monroe pinned his opponent and helped boost the Peacocks to a 42-3 victory. And that's all we got this week for Peacock Sports. Back to you, Donnie and Jamina.
On behalf of KPCK-TV, we'd like to wish you, your friends and family a happy holiday.
So what are you doing for the holidays?
I'm just going to go home and visit my family. It's been a long time since I've seen them.
That's nice.
What about you?
I'm going home to Sweden to see my friends and family.
Oh, nice.
That's all we have for you today, Peacock Nation. Be sure to check us out on social media. Remember, take care, so long, and keep your feathers up.